Hey guys, what's up? This is your man 084. I'm coming back. I actually have a very unique individual. I like to call him a toy soldier, but he's not really a toy soldier. He is Alex. What's up, Alex? How you doing, man?
How's it going, man? Doing well. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. So you were telling me before we actually started recording, you were like,
yeah,
this is the first time that Spice reached out to you.
Yeah, this is the first time anybody's ever said, hey, let's make some content, that they've like said, I like your stuff, let's do something. So I'm like thrilled right now. It's kind of crazy.
That's awesome, man. So when I first reached out to you, right, I found you on YouTube. And I reached out to you on Instagram. But one of the things that I noticed on your YouTube, you are like a snake player, a front player. You like going into the worst spots that you could possibly get into.
Yeah. No, I just love playing aggressive. I can't help it. It's so much fun. So I just like charge at people, and doing that and MagFed, it's funny. I'll run out of ammo. It's serious.
That's what I was about to say. So you actually jump out on the field with mags, because so I'm gonna play a couple of clips, and I'll stream them up here. But like I was watching you playing, and I was like, wait, he's actually pulling mags out of his pouches.
Oh yeah.
So you're taking calculated shots on this one.
I'm trying to. It's definitely been a learning curve. I have to learn to shoot less. Like that's just like a whole thing of like, just don't shoot as much. I've mentioned that I came from playing airsoft. A lot of kids my age did. I grew up in the modern warfare era. We're all playing with airsoft guns. You got a lot of shots in those things, like 300 in a mag. But MagFed, you gotta play a little more tactically. But I can't help it. I have to run at people. That's my favorite thing to do in paintball. Is just get up close and blast.
You scare the hell out of them when you run at them. They seriously. Like I was watching some of the videos. Let me see if I can pull one of them up. But one of the videos, you snuck behind the bunker. It was like a dirt bunker. I think it was like 6 people back there, and you're still just running mags, and it was like boom, 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 and all you see is just a whole bunch of people. Tell me about that day.
Oh man, that was probably one of the best. Honestly, that day I got a lot of clips. It can feel good. You go out and you're recording, you make sure all your stuff's working, and you're playing good, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna edit this stuff together. It's fun. But yeah, I was playing with a really good group of guys. We were communicating well. I mean, that's anything you can do. If you're a rental, if you're experienced, if you're talking on the field, like you're winning basically. So I was talking to my guys. They held them down, these rental dudes, and I moved around and shot a bunch. Yeah, that was really fun.
In that video I was watching, because you're doing like a voiceover on it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And you go to slide into a spot, and you literally stop and say, I have to check my knees. And you literally raise your knees up like, oh wait, I have knee pads on. I'm good.
Yeah, literally. I bet all of us have done this. Like you take a dive into the rocks, and if you don't have knee pads on, oh my gosh. Like I started playing and I didn't wear them. I was like, oh, I'm young. I don't care. It's just my knees. And you take a rock to the knee, and it's no.
Oh,
no,
you
got to have the knee
the
pads
rest
on.
of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. So all right. So I asked you if you had a call sign. Your channel is actually called Toy Soldier, right?
Toy Soldier, yeah.
So, but you said this toy show is Alex from Toy Soldier, and when I was looking, I was like, Alex from Toy Soldier. I was like, is that like Toy Story? Is that like is that like?
Yeah, no, it's kind of a silly name. I basically wanted to make a YouTube channel. I just like editing stuff. I like making videos, and I have all my hobbies basically revolve around like toy guns, airsoft, paintball, or video games where you're like running around pretending to be a soldier. So I was like, oh, toy soldier, bang. And it's a little goofy. Especially the more I got into the that's the vibe. So it lets me be open to where I can make any videos I want. But I mean, I've been making paintball stuff. It's my favorite stuff to make. And I'm thinking about making an airsoft versus paintball series. And I think you hear a lot from the airsoft side. I mean, I know it's big, it's popular, And I started with it, but I play paintball now mostly, and that's all I want to do. And I think there's a lot of.
What made you make the switch?
Oh yeah, so there's big stuff. So I moved to a new state where airsoft wasn't as much of a thing, so it was out of necessity. I grew up in Atlanta, and I started. You can see my Blazers flag back there. Yeah. I live in Birmingham, Alabama now, and there's just not a big airsoft scene, but there's a lot of paintball. So I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. And I started with the hoppers, and it's just not. I don't know. I like the realism. I like reloading. That's like my airsoft tendencies. So I switched over to MagFed, and it's there's no going back. But
so which one hurts more? Which one hurts more?
Oh, paintball hurts way more, but it's better because of that. There's more adrenaline when you're running at people like I do. I can't even make myself go play airsoft because it's like, yeah, I mean, it'll sting a little, but I'm not getting pelted behind bunkers and like, there's just nothing like paintballs going over your head. You can't compare it. You really can't.
Those are facts. So tell me. So I'm pretty sure you've gotten shot in the head with both paintball and airsoft. Which one do you prefer being shot in the head with?
Well, I think it just depends. An airsoft, you can get hit real bad with an airsoft gun and it leaves a little welt, but I think it's worse to get hit with a paintball gun, but it's still not, like, it's not bad. You say that, and all us, like, people who play these sports or hobbies, whatever, it doesn't really hurt us that bad. If you're running around and you're playing like we're playing, like you're playing hard and you're going after it, when you get hit, it's an adrenaline rush. It won't hurt like that. Exactly. So you just got to play hard and then it won't hurt. But if you're hiding, if you're sitting around, you're not watching out, that's going to hurt no matter which one. Yeah.
So, all right. So talk to us about your YouTube channel, right? So
you
started making video content.
Mm-hmm.
What got you into shooting and editing? And by the way, I see that you're one of these dudes that has 3 cameras on the gun. I haven't upgraded to 3 cameras. It's like,
oh man.
So I'm sorry, I'm getting off. I asked you a question and now I'm getting off topic.
Yeah. No, you're good.
How is it that you get all of this footage to start to line up? Because it's like, wait, 1 camera, this camera, and I gotta do this one.
It's definitely a lot to keep up with, and I'm learning as I go. I've never really had any like formal video editing training. When I was at school, you can access like Adobe Premiere Pro for free with the school. So I just started learning. I just did it as I go. But yeah, it is a lot to keep up with. But yeah, I basically made the channel because I realized I was telling like my friends and my family about like what I would do on the field, and it never lives up. It never lives up to like what happens. And I want to be like, this is what I did. Look, you see that headshot?
and that was honestly, an awesome headshot. Yeah. That was an awesome headshot that you got.
Oh yeah. I want to show people that in my daily life, and to be honest, I want to watch it. Like, I watch my videos all the time. Like, it's like, it sounds narcissistic or whatever, but I like to be like, that was one of my plays. I love it, and I like.
How many times do you watch it and you see one of the shots that you took, but you didn't realize that shot landed the way it did, and you're like, that was me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's definitely been some times I've gone back and I'm editing and I'm like, wait a second, where did that come from? Like, I didn't even realize I got that kill, but I did. Yeah. It's
what about when you got shot? Have you gotten shot and you were trying to figure out where you got shot that day, and it was like, oh wait, let me slow it down. That paintball is just coming right there.
Yeah, there's always good footage. It makes it fun. So when, like you said, like when I'm getting shot, I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. It's good footage, no matter what. Yeah, I'm winning, I'm losing. It's good.
Jump back in. When you started editing, how did this take off? And where is it going?
Yeah, so I originally I don't know where it's going, man. I love it. I love making them. It's such a vibe for me. I put on music I like. I edit this stuff together, and it just makes me feel good. And then watching the response has been crazy. I never really thought that many people would want to watch, and it's. I mean, we're all small numbers now, but it's making me feel really good. And I don't know, man. It's just, as long as I want to relive my paintball moments, there's going to be videos, and that's going to be pretty much forever because I love it. It's so fun. There's nothing like watching the kill back. And it's just awesome. I'm glad people are vibing with it, and I'm going to keep making stuff for as long as I can.
Well, it's good. It's good stuff. I like your transition where you go from the GoPro to your run cam. Put it up in the side, and it's like, so I'm actually watching what's going on. And then some of your other videos, you actually switch it in and out, but it's flawless in the way you're switching it in and out, so it makes it entertaining to watch.
I appreciate that.
Okay. I'm following along with where you're going. So how do you determine what footage actually makes it in? Because there's a lot of YouTubers that are out there that are not just paintballers or airsofters, but they want to know, if I'm cutting my my Call of Duty footage, how do I decide what goes in and what stays out?
Right. Yeah. For me, it's a big philosophy of, I think about my content from somebody who doesn't care about the hobby. Like, I'll show my videos while I'm editing to my girlfriend, and she doesn't really care about paintball. She's happy I'm having fun, but she's not watching videos. And I'll ask her, like, when did you lose attention? When are you getting distracted? And I try to edit videos shorter. As I've progressed, I've tried to go shorter and shorter, just because I want to keep it. A lot of times I like keeping it within one song length, and it's just action. Like, a lot of stuff I find interesting, I'll be watching it back and I'm like, yeah, I like the cover transitions and that kind of stuff, but some people don't. I like the waiting and planning and talking, but they just want to see the action. And that's kind of how I think about it, and I make it short attention span. They don't really care, and they see something and they're like, "Oh, this is kind of interesting." So cut the fluff, even if it hurts you. That's what I say. Yeah.
But that's a hard thing to do sometimes, because you're like, man, they're actually something that went into getting here. But okay, I'm just gonna show you I shot somebody. It's like, but you even know why I got there.
Right. It's tough. There's definitely, and the production, going out and playing paintball, also like a video gathering thing, it's difficult. It creates a new element that you can always leave stuff at home when you're going to play paintball. And when you're going to play paintball with 3 cameras that need chargers and battery packs and cords, and I went to a scenario game, my first time I was ever using First Strikes. I was going to make a crazy video, left my batteries. There's no footage.
Oh, no.
All of them. I left everything. There's no footage.
How upset were you?
I was really mad, but I try to keep it calm, because there's an airsoft YouTuber called Level Cap. He also makes like Battlefield videos, and he started making airsoft videos, got super big, and quit. And he made a big video talking about why he quit, and he basically says it made playing airsoft for him not fun anymore. Going out and playing was more about capturing footage, and he couldn't enjoy getting a kill or making some moves if he didn't capture it. So I try to keep that in my mind and just be like, it's fun, and I want to make videos, but if I mess it up, like, just have fun. You're not there to be like I don't know. Nobody's paying you, and it's just me, and I'm forgetful. Guy. Right? Yeah. No salary, so what can you expect?
Right. So one of the things that I kind of go by the rule: if my camera dies that day, it's dead. So if it's dead, it's dead. I can't do anything about it. I'm gonna keep playing, and if I get the footage, and how often do you get to the field and you're like, all right, it's time to go. I don't have a camera on this. You know what? Screw it. I'm not putting a camera on it. I want to play more than I want to capture the footage. Whatever I capture, hopefully it'll be something. How often does that happen?
I'll say probably like 25% of the time something bad goes wrong, and I'm not recording. Maybe even more, like 40 or something. It happens a lot. I'm a real forgetful guy, and there's a lot of stuff. I'm going down my checklist just to get all my like MagFed stuff together. There's so many mags, so many springs.
So it's like, wait, gosh. I have a mag. Wait.
Wait a second. Okay. Do I have my mags? Are they all loaded? Is everything right? Do I have air? Is my hose connected? How's everything doing? Yeah, man. It's too much for me to keep up with.
You have an EMF 100, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. It's the baby.
And with the EMF 100 at the bottom, there's the air valve, so you can release your tank. How often have you got into a firefight, just coming onto the field, and you forgot to slam it? So you have somebody in your kill, and you're like,
oh yeah. How all that kind of stuff. That happens to me all the time.
Okay. So how did you get to the EMF? And tell us about some of the likes of the EMF 100 and the dislikes. Like, how did you get to that? How did you get to that gun? Because that's a good gun. That's not normally what people jump into.
Yeah, it was a big one. A lot for me is I wasted a lot of money as a kid with crappy airsoft guns, and I didn't know how to fix them. And I started working at a paintball field, and a lot of the big, shout out Pig Airsoft in McCullough, Alabama, or Pig Airsoft, Pig Paintball. I'm messing it up.
So wait, you got to say it again. You can't mess it up. You got to say it again. You got to call it out. Right. You ready? You ready? You got to do it.
Yeah.
So a big shout out.
Yeah, big shout out to Pig Paintball in McCullough, Alabama. I started working there, and I didn't know how to tech anything. I can't fix a car. I can't do anything like that. And they sat me down and they were like, here's an EMEC. Clean and build an EMEC. And I did. I learned how to do it, and I watched people shoot them renting for like thousands of paintballs. These things, they're tanks. They're like AK-47s. They just don't break. And that's a big thing for me because I broke a lot of airsoft guns. They're fragile. There's all those gears and stuff. They're real fragile. And it just it just spoke to me like that. And another part was I liked it's light. I'm lazy. It's light. It's real light. The T-15's a heavy boy. That's a heavy boy. I felt it before. They're cool looking, but they're heavy. And another thing, the teching. I'm not confident in my skills to tech a T-15. I'm not. So it's the EMF for me. Yeah.
So now for those of you that are just getting into paintball, what Alex is talking about, to clean the EMF 100, you put an Allen wrench in the back, you slide it out, it pops out. It's literally one piece that you could break apart, but it's one piece. You clean it out. Put some lube on it, put it back in, and your gun literally is clean. So, all right. So you're telling everybody that if you're getting into paintball, the Planet Eclipse is a good gun. If you're going, So it's
amazing.
First strike rounds. I don't have any with me right now. You've kind of hit on first strike rounds.
Yeah.
You said that you went to go to a game. How was it using the first strike rounds, playing the way you play?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I can grab some if you want to show them. Let me go get one. Hang on. Oh yeah. These are like gold. I got them hidden away.
Well, they cost as much as gold.
Yeah, I calculated it. It's like 50 cents a shot when I bought them. And so it hurt me shooting like boom, boom, $1. Boom, boom. And I just graduated from college. I'm an intern. Like I don't have money like that. So it hurt. But these are that first strike paintball.
Look at that, guys. Look at that's 50 cents in his hand. That's close to gas.
Seriously? Yeah. It's got this little plastic back and just spirals through the air, shoots so much farther.
It's so much more accurate, right?
Oh, way more accurate. Yeah, way more accurate. It really changes the game. It really does.
So when you went to this scenario game, how many bags did you buy? Because for most first strike bags, it's 150 in a bag.
Right.
And you can easily carry out 100 rounds if you have enough on your rig.
Mm-hmm. So how many? I usually take out 6. Yeah, so I usually take out 6 mags. So I think that's like 100. I think it's like 120. I'm terrible at math, but so I
it's 120.
Bought one bag. I bought one bag of first strikes, and then like 2 bags or half a case of round ball because I like the money bags. I can't do it, but I saved all the first strikes. I shot about a mag at the beginning, and just to see, and it blew me away. I was like, this is insane. I'm sniping people.
But wait,
really?
You saved it. Why did you save them? Why did you save them?
So I have a few in here, but I saved them all for the last battle at the end of the scenario. And so I ran them all during that, and oh my gosh, it really does make it a completely different game, like tactically. Like you don't have to move up as fast. You need to really watch all of your angles in the distance that you're not really thinking about normally. And it's fun to get shot at by first strikes. Like, they hurt more, but the whistling through the air,
whistling.
Oh, it's cool.
The whistling.
Yeah,
you
it's
you
awesome.
know when someone is dialing in on you. If they miss the first time, that zzz, you're like, oh.
Oh, yeah. You're like, oh, no, here they come.
That's awesome,
and
man.
I love it. I love it. All the fragments of the plastic on the back of them scattering around on the bunkers and stuff. It's really fun. They're intense. I understand why you can't use them everywhere, and you don't want to use them on rentals and stuff. I never do that, and I won't ever do that. But I in games where they belong, oh my gosh, there's nothing like it. It definitely elevates the paintball as a whole, for sure.
Well, you were talking about rentals, but I've watched on a lot of your videos. You take up the command role when you have rentals on the field.
Yeah, it almost kind of happens, like, I don't always mean to, but a lot of times if you're the one who comes out and plays and has their own gear, a lot of times people are just automatically going to look at you and be like, well, what do we do? Especially if you have like cameras on, and little kids are like, are you a YouTuber? Are you famous? I'm like, yeah, I'm famous too. 150 people. But yeah, it just automatically people are like, oh, what should I do? And so I want to win. I want to get good footage. So I'll tell them, I'll say, spread out, communicate, keep moving, don't waste your ammo, and keep talking. And other than that, like, that's all that matters.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And listen, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. You're getting people to watch your videos.
Exactly.
They may not subscribe, but they sure in the hell are watching.
Oh yeah, it's really seeing some of the numbers on some of my stuff. It's really humbling. I just do this for fun. I was like, let's make some paintball videos. I want to watch them, and seeing so many people want to watch.
Yeah.
You're coming out and reaching out to me and want to meet with me and talk, and it's just like, I'm humbled. I'm blessed. It's amazing. And I hope I can keep making stuff, and I hope people keep wanting to watch it, and who knows where we'll go from there.
I want to watch it. I'm waiting for the next one to come out. So I turned on on my notification bell. And for those of you that are watching this right now, hit the notification bell for Alex on Toy Soldier, and also subscribe to his channel. Listen,
thank you.
This guy makes really good content, and he wants you to see what he's able to do. Come on, show him some love.
Yeah. It's a whole community. I really feel that way about really all of paintball and MagFed specifically. It's I don't know. It's such a fun way to play.
Right,
I think.
Wait, talk about the difference for me. Talk about the difference between airsoft, paintball, and then MagFed community. Tell me about the differences that you've seen.
So I think airsoft is cool because it has a lower price point. You can get 2,000 BBs for like $16. And so that's I think it's a good entrance. It doesn't hurt as bad. I think it's a nice beginner spot. Where airsoft, I kind of started going in airsoft was along the speed soft route, which is sort of like it's blanking, but like competitive paintball, NXL paintball, like speedball. That's what I was forgetting. And airsoft, because of the cheating thing. I mean, you see a lot of videos on you see a lot of clickbait videos about airsoft cheaters, but it's a real thing. There's no paint on you, and it doesn't hurt as bad, so it's easier to shrink them off. If you're getting hit with 10 paintballs, you want it to stop. Like, you're not gonna.
And if you're getting hit with 10 first strike rounds, you definitely want it to stop.
and paintball, the paint aspect of paintball allows it to be more official, so there's more of like a competitive scene. I think airsoft there's more people playing it because it's cheaper, but I think paintball has more of a professional and competitive element because of the paint, and I think it just has the adrenaline aspect of it it's uncomparable. What about so much better.
What about the way that people are able to connect? Do you think that it's easier for paintballers to connect than it is airsofters? Is it easier, like when you walk out to the field, there's less bravado, there's more just, hey, come play with us?
Yeah, I think there's great people in both for sure, and I've met assholes in both. There's people in the milsim airsoft community that like to pretend like they're Navy SEALs, and they will shit on you if your gear doesn't look right. And there are paintball guys who will like ramp on rentals and like yell "get out" to some 12-year-old kid, and it's the same kind of thing. But I think part of what I like more about paintball, it's a more mature crowd. I think it usually is people in their 20s or 30s, and there's more of an adult atmosphere. Airsoft is young. There's a lot of 12-year-old, 14, 15, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. I think paintball should envy how many kids are into airsoft.
Yeah.
But I find the atmosphere more fun when I go play paintball, just because I'm a little older and I enjoy it. I'm usually the youngest person there when I go play paintball. That happens. And then when I go play airsoft, I'm the old man. And that's
so
weird.
when you come out to the paintball field, you have a lot of me's in our 30s. And we're like, all right, so you're gonna run, right? You're gonna run.
yeah, and I'm running. I'm like, yeah, man, I got it. I'm going in. I'm diving on my elbows. I got you.
But that's the bad part about it. Every time I go out and I look around and I'm like, all right, who's a runner? And I have guys that are 17, 18 years younger than me, and they're like, yeah, man, it looks like you're running. And I'm like, I have my gear. What are you talking about? You don't have anything.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, well, I'll run with you. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, paintball's it's my biggest gym motivation ever. It's like actually get fit.
That's the only reason I go to the gym.
Yeah, right, exactly. Just thinking about making runs on people. That's why.
Exactly. And so when I'm in the gym, I start calculating. All right, so if I go out for a full day, that might be 7 games, 10 to 15. You start doing math, and it's like, so I have to do how much cardio to be ready?
Seriously. Oh, yeah. I definitely feel that.
All right. I think you have answered every possible question, man. This has been an awesome experience, and I hope that your channel like blows up very soon. But as you're doing it, man, keep the videos that you have that are coming. You have a lot of great equipment. You have a lot of great footage that you've been putting out, and I like your edits. So. That's fantastic. So is there anybody are you part of any paintball team, the parks, or anything that you want to shout out?
Yeah. I definitely want to shout out, let's see. Like I already said, Pig Paintball in McCullough, Alabama. I worked there as a ref. Garrett, he's one of the owners. He's a cool guy, got me started in paintball, explained everything to me. He actually gave me a paintball gun when my car got broken into and they stole my stuff. They stole everything from me, and he gave me a gun. He gave me an EFA. Yeah.
Wow.
Sweetest man ever. Yeah, seriously. Right?
Wow.
Yeah, really, really good guy. And when I play in Atlanta, mostly I haven't played a ton in Atlanta since I've just started playing in the last 2 years, but I played at Paintball Atlanta, which is kind of north. And that's a really good place. Let's see. Oh, I also want to shout out this patch. I'm a big like patch collector. Are you like a patch collector?
Shh! Don't tell anybody. You open up your bag and you're like, I got a whole bunch of patches. Why do I have so many patches? I can't even put them. So talk to me about your patches.
Oh man, let me get some.
Grab them.
Come on now. And I'm gonna shout out this guy on Instagram who's like this underground patch maker, and I freaking love his stuff. Yeah. All right, here's a couple of them. A bunch of them are super dorky. I'm just like a big nerd. So first off, I grew up watching Adventure Time. That's about how old I am. And this is Finn the Human from Adventure Time. Look at that. He's got a little BMO walkie-talkie, all that good stuff. Yeah. This guy on Instagram, his name is Olive Drab Project. If you look up Olive Drab Project, he's got a bunch of really, really cool, like,
all right,
popular stuff.
Send me the link to him so I can make sure that we connect.
Definitely. Yeah, I'll send that. I love him. He didn't pay me anything. I don't even know him. I've just ordered some of his stuff, and he just does cool little, like, look at that. I don't know. I don't even remember if this
Baby Yoda?
It's a lot of that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah, little Baby Yoda. Little Tom and Jerry action. Grew up on
that's
Tom
awesome.
and Jerry. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Just a bunch of dorky stuff like that. Patches are like, they're cheap, and I have a little wall, and I just want to fill it out with a bunch of cool stuff. It's like
but it allows you to customize your entire gear. Like you go out one
exactly.
day, it's like, you know what? This is how I'm feeling today. I'm feeling like Baby Yoda with a gun, and please hide me away so I don't get. Actually, I have one more serious question for you.
Let's go.
This is I don't like to get serious, but
let's do it.
With all of the stuff that's been happening with guns and all the things that have been the heart-wrenching stuff that's been happening in America.
Seriously.
Do you think that that's going to affect how people feel about MagFed Paintball? Since MagFed Paintball is so close to like ARs and things like that.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, I think it's always, I mean, we can see it. It's big in our community right now, but Canada is dealing with a bill that would ban paintball and airsoft. And I understand why people who are not part of the hobby look at it and see it, and it looks dangerous. I understand. I don't go waving my MagFed paintball guns. You shouldn't do it with any paintball gun in general, but I'm not waving my MagFed gun around because that's a real gun if you don't know what you're looking at.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I definitely think that people are gonna be critical of our hobby and airsoft in general because of the appearances, and I think it's kind of our responsibility to sort of educate how this is like such a positive thing for so many people. Like this is such a relief of stress and something fun, and it's a huge part of a lot of people's lives. That's really helpful. It's really like therapeutic for them to get to release.
Every paintballer says it's therapeutic.
It is.
But wait, how are you paintballers saying it's therapeutic when you're going out? I don't have my bruises anymore. When you're going out, and you're coming back bruised up, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I got shot 7 times in my arm. It's a little sore today." And they're like, "So that's your therapy?
Are you okay? Yeah, what's wrong with you?" But it really is. It's. I've never seen a group of people bond over paint. That's one thing I love about paintball is you will have every different kind of person, every different color person, everybody playing together, and it eliminates barriers. It really does. You get out on the field, everybody's in their little groups, everybody's not talking to each other. You go play and you get shot and you shoot each other immediately. You're friends. It gives you it's really a bonding experience. It's really fun. And I think it's our job for the people who enjoy the hobby to educate people who are going to be looking at it critical because of the stuff that's happening recently. Whatever your opinion on gun control, I think that we should help people understand where the barriers and the boundaries are for where our hobbies exist. Is like, I get gun control, but these are toys. They really are. And they look real, and you got to treat them real.
I think people that play paintball, any type of paintball, have a lot more respect for actual firearms, because once you shoot a person with a paintball, you know for a fact it's gonna hurt. It's gonna. Some of us, it starts hurting after 10 shots,
right?
But you see like a little kid, and you're like, boom, okay, he's out here to just try it out. I want to make sure that he's taken care of. But I think that in the community, we have a lot more understanding of, hey, this is not something that goes out in the streets. This is where we are here. This is us throwing, marbles at each other.
Yeah,
filled with paint.
Exactly.
At 180 miles an hour.
For some reason. Yeah. I love it, and I hope that other people come in and try it out, and that people who are regulating and stuff understand the difference between something that looks scary and something that is scary, for sure.
That's awesome. But for those of you that are not familiar with a lot of MagFed paintball guns, the one that Alex has doesn't actually look as much like a
I can get AR. It. Do you want me to? You want to see it?
Yeah. Let's see what you put on it.
Show it off. Come on. I basically walk around the house holding this thing like it's my child.
That's because you can't wait to go play paintball again.
You're dead right. All right, here we go. I got a mag in, but it's completely empty. I've checked it all. There's no air. It's all good. We're all safe. I'll put the safety on too. But yeah, look, you can't even see it. This is the full setup right now. Oh yeah,
I see you got the butt stock that's dropped down. You have the...
Yeah, I'm enjoying this. I just ordered a coiled remote line. I want to try the remote line out. I haven't done it yet.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was figuring. Yeah, but got my little cheap. I tell people get a cheap Amazon site because paintball guns don't pick, so they won't knock off. And if this thing gets shot up with paint, it's like $20, so I'm not mad at it.
Absolutely.
And then I got my little foregrip. Yeah, and then my 2 cameras. Yeah. It's really funny.
Is everything still stock? Is everything still stock, or have you changed anything?
I got the air valve. I got the air valve in here, and then a new trigger. So basically, that makes the trigger pull like if I breathe on it too hard, it'll shoot.
Yep.
Yeah. But it makes it so that if I really want to, it feels full auto. I can go through a mag like in a second.
But then you realize you went through a mag in a second, and you're like,
exactly.
Oh.
You have to play conservative. Yeah, it definitely. I like it though. It honestly it takes the $70, $80, $60 a case. It hurts less. I'll go play MagFed and I'll spend like I don't know $15, $20 on paint. That's good. It feels good.
That's good. Does your park allow you to bring your box back?
I think they would. Oh yeah. They always let me bring my box back. Especially they know me. I used to work there, so I kind of have like I'm on like speaking terms with all those people there, so they're my good friends. So yeah, I definitely get the discount.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Man, your marker looks fantastic.
Oh,
it looks fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing some more of your videos. But I want to thank you for taking the opportunity to talk with me and break it down. I guess this is now me moving into podcasting.
Hey, man. Do it. Make a little MagFed podcast. I'd love to come in and talk about it.